Well, welcome back to the corner of Elgin and Archer in downtown Tulsa as we get set for Drillers baseball tonight from beautiful One Oak Field. Drillers have taken the field as they get set to take on the Springfield Cardinals. Texas League baseball tonight. Good to have you with us on the radio on 1430 The Buzz right here in Tulsa, and also those joining us tonight on Valley Live. Welcome one, welcome all. Drillers right-handed starting pitcher tonight, Jermaine Rosario, is on the mound going through his warm-up tosses. He'll be working with battery mate Griffin Lockwood Powell. Drillers will have Brandon Lewis at first base, Janer Fernandez at second, Alex Freeland the shortstop, Taylor Young at third. The outfield, Aline is in left, Ramos in center, and Keith is in right. Jermaine Rosario, young man who is from Peravia, Dominican Republic, signed as an international free agent by the Dodgers. He's just 22 years old, 6'1", 175 pounds. With the Drillers, 2 wins, 2 losses, a 5.28 ERA. But of recent concern has been his walks. In his last 4 starts, 14 and a third innings pitched, he's given up 18 walks. And his ERA over that stretch is 8.16. He got off to a great start for the Drillers, first couple of outings. But for some reason, the walks have been a real problem in his last 4 starts. We'll see about tonight. Here's Brian Torres, tonight's leadoff batter, and the first pitch is gunned in there for a strike. Our first pitch delivered at 7:01. Torres leading the league in hitting. He has a 306 average. Left-handed batter up here with a wide open stance, and the pitch misses up high, came in off speed. Rosario making his 8th start as a Driller. He's pitched 29 innings, given up only 21 hits. Has not given up a home run. 27 walks and 29 strikeouts. Next pitch is a swing and a miss. Good off-speed pitch, a breaking ball that was down and into the left-handed batter. And the count now 1 ball, 2 strikes. So the game's leadoff batter, Brian Torres, with Nathan Church waiting on deck. Just underway here at One Oak. Home plate and the pitcher's mound and the right side of the infield in shadow. Next pitch is a breaking ball missed inside a slider. And it's a 2-2 count. Drillers grabbed the opening game here last night, 8-1. Brilliant pitching performance by Orlando Ortiz. Mayer went 7 innings and picked up the win. Gave up only 1 run. Next pitch is a swing and a miss. He struck him out. That was foul tipped into the catcher's mitt, and that's how this game begins, with a swinging strikeout. Brian Torres is now 0 for 4 with a walk in this series. Here comes Nathan Church, the right fielder. Church hitting .260, 9 homers. He's driven in 52 runs. He's among the league leaders in RBIs. Left-handed batter up here. And the first pitch is a swing and a foul back. Rosario, when you look at his career, he has always had way more strikeouts than walks, which is what is kind of perplexing this time with the Drillers. He's got 27 walks and 29 strikeouts over 29 innings. Next pitch is a bouncer in the dirt, backhanded by Lockwood Powell. His last start was last Thursday night down in Frisco against the Rough Riders. He was the losing pitcher in 9-3 final. He went 3 innings, gave up 7 earned runs. He had 5 walks. Right-hander delivers. And the pitch is way up high and outside. Rosario started the season at Single A Great Lakes in the Midwest League. He was 2-0 there with a 3.68 ERA. 10 games, 6 as a starter. And there he pitched 36 2/3 innings, had 11 walks and 38 strikeouts. Next pitch is a fastball that's up high. And the count now 3-1. Mentioned he's walked 18 in his last 14 1/3 innings coming into tonight. Down the count 3-1. Here comes the pitch, and that is up high, ball 4. So a strikeout followed by a walk for Rosario here in the first inning. Batter now will be Matt Lloyd, the DH. This guy's putting together a fine season, hitting .264, 14 homers, and he's knocked in 54 runs. He is among the Texas League leaders in homers and RBIs. Matt Lloyd, the DH. Bats from the left side, and the pitch is a fastball that's up high, ball 1. No score, top of the first inning. The Cardinals at bat with 1 on and 1 out. Batter to plate is Matt Lloyd. Here comes Rosario's 1-0, and that is in there for a strike, a breaking ball. Rosario has a power arm. He's got a fastball that can be mid to upper 90s. When he's on, a good slider. He'll come in off speed. 1 ball, 1 strike. Right-hander. Here he comes. The pitch is off speed, dips low. Well, for those in our radio audience, the Drillers tonight wearing their home white uniforms with the blue lettering and numerals, and the red numeral in front of the jersey. Blue Drillers cap. The Cardinals wearing their red jerseys tonight with their road gray pants and a dark navy cap. Toss over to first, the runner back, Church. Church this year, 19 of 22 steal attempts. He's got a big lead being held on by Lewis. 2-1 the count. Rosario to the plate, the pitch, swing and a foul back. Came in with a fastball at 95 there. The shadow extending out from the first base grandstand here and covering all of the infield grass now in the right side of the infield, but the rest of the field, with the exception of the right field corner, is splashed in bright sunlight. Got a little bit of a breeze blowing in from left center field towards home plate. Rosario working slowly with that runner at first base. 2-2. And the 2-2 delivery is a breaking ball that misses up high, ball 3. So you could look at this. This is a big pitch for him early on. Strikes out the leadoff batter, then walks Church, and now he goes to a full count to Lloyd. This could set the tone for the rest of his night. 3-2 the count. Runner goes. The pitch is a swing and a miss. Throw to second base, and in there with his slide is stolen bases Church, but the strikeout of Lloyd recorded. Got to see the replay here maybe on Valley Live. He may have chased a pitch that was up out of the strike zone and helped out Rosario. Get a second look here on Valley Live. Now that was a strike. That was a slider up in the zone. So the second strikeout here in the first inning for Rosario. 2 outs. Here's Jimmy Crooks. Crooks homered here last night. His 7th of the year. He's driven in 39 runs. First pitch he swings and fouls one off to the third base side. Well, our first pitch time and temperature tonight brought to you by the YMCA of Greater Tulsa. Spring into wellness at the Y by visiting ymcatulsa.org. YMCA, the official workout facility for the Drillers. First pitch tonight, 98 degrees at 7:01. 0-1 the count to the left-handed batter Crooks. Open stance, the pitch, swing, and he hits a soft liner to left field. That's a base hit. Around third base, Church coming to the plate. Here comes the throw, and he's going to score standing up on an RBI single by Crooks. A 1-0 lead for the Cardinals. So the stolen base sets up the RBI single. Crooks right now has driven in both Cardinal runs in this series. Counter now will be Dakota Harris. Harris is playing second base tonight. Last night he was at third. Right-handed batter. He's hitting .267. He bunts it up to first baseline, bunts it too hard. It goes right to Lewis near the bag. He fields it, steps on the base for the out to end the inning. However, the Cardinals put together a walk, a stolen base, an RBI single, and come up with a run. As we head to the bottom of the first inning tonight in downtown Tulsa, Drillers coming to bat. They trail this one 1-0. Drillers coming to bat here in the bottom of the first inning. They trail the Springfield Cardinals 1-0. On the mound tonight for Springfield, left-hander Quinn Mathews, pitching at his 3rd different level this year in his first season of professional baseball. Here is Alex Freeland, the switch-hitting shortstop, to lead off for the Drillers here in the bottom of the first inning. First pitch, fastball sails up high at 94, ball 1. Quinn Martin, 6'5", 188 pounds, 23 years young. He's out of Mission Viejo, California, Southern Cal. Played his college ball at Stanford. Next pitch is fired low and inside. That came in at 94. A little bit of a herky-jerky delivery out there from the left-hander. Freeland is hitting .243 with 10 homers, 33 RBIs. Batting from the right side here, the switch hitter swings and fouls it back. Mathews started the season pitching at Low A, Palm Beach in the Florida State League. Then he was promoted to the High A ball club in Peoria, in the Midwest League, the Peoria Chiefs. Here's a 2-1 and a swing and a foul back. Came in at 94 again. And then recently was promoted to Double A Springfield. So this guy is a fast tracker. A little over half season of professional baseball. He's already a Double A. You combine his 3 stops, very impressive numbers. 6-3 record with a 2.75 ERA in 17 starts. Here's the 2-2, and that is inside, ball 3. Again, when you combine all 3 of his teams he's pitched for this year, 95 innings pitched, only 58 hits surrendered, 30 walks, 131 strikeouts. Next pitch is a swinging the ball driven to center. Back on it is Torres, a couple of steps, and he makes the catch. Hard hit line drive out off the bat of Freeland. Out number 1. Here comes Dalton Rushing. Rushing caught last night. Tonight he's the DH. He was the LA Dodgers' top draft pick in 2022. It was his second-round pick for LA that year. Rushing it in .260, 13 homers, 51 RBIs. In the first pitch, fastball misses outside, ball 1 at 95. Rushing last night was 1 for 4 with a double and a run driven in. He leads the Drillers with 51 RBIs. Pitch is a breaking ball in there for a strike. Umpires tonight. That is Trevor Mathews calling the balls and strikes. Nate Diedrich is at first and Sean Sparling at third. Here comes the next offering, and that is low and inside. Mathews working quickly, gets his sign from the catcher, Crooks. And the 2-1 delivery is a swing of the ball, shot foul off to the third base side. Cardinals have Crooks catching, Redmond at first base, Harris at second, Rivas the shortstop, Bushberger at third. Rotundo is in left field, Torres in center, and Church in right. And that is left-hander Quinn Mathews on the mound. Mathews goes into his windup and delivers. The pitch is a swing and a miss. He got him off speed with a breaking ball. Down on strike, swinging is rushing. Now there's 2 outs. Mathews' last outing was Thursday at home against Corpus Christi. He had a no decision in a Cardinal 3-2 win. Against the Hooks, he went 4 1/3, gave up 2 earned runs on 5 hits. He had 3 walks, 5 strikeouts through 96 pitches. 2 down, here's Damon Keith. First pitch, inside, ball 1. Mathews showing a good fastball here in the first inning, 94-95. He was able to strike out Rushing off speed. Keith hitting .285 with 9 homers, 25 RBIs. In the pitch, he takes low and inside, ball 2. Keith playing in only his 43rd game this year. He was in the starting lineup on opening night, April 5th at Northwest Arkansas, but the very next day they put him on the IL. Next pitch is a swing. He pulls one foul past third. Put him on the injured list, and he was out nearly 2 months after having surgery on his hamate bone on his hand. And he has really been a shot in the arm offensively since returning to the Drillers. He has hit 5 home runs in his last 15 ball games, and over that stretch driven in 9 runs. Here's the 2-1. Swing and a miss. Good off-speed pitch there by Mathews. Yeah, Keith in his last 5 ball games, 9 for 20 with 2 homers, 3 doubles, and 3 runs driven in. 2-2 the count. Lefty Mathews goes into his windup, and here he comes. The pitch is a fastball up and away. That one at 96. You know, Keith, we mentioned 9 for his last 20, but only 3 RBIs. He's getting the hits, but there's been nobody on base. 3-2 the count, and the 3-2 payoff is a swing and a miss. Got him with a high breaking ball. Second strikeout of the inning, and the Drillers gone in order. Drillers trailing the Cardinals here as we head to the top of the second inning. Our second inning is always brought to you by our good friends at U.S. Cellular. Turn off ringers and cheer for dingers with Life in Us mode. U.S. Cellular, 1-0 lead for the Cardinals. Apparently the umpires are being wise guys tonight. They kind of flipped the script on us here. They've moved around a little bit we're just finding out now. We'll get you caught up here in a moment. Here's Rosario goes to work, and the first pitch is in there for a strike. This is Chandler Redmond, and he's complaining about something on that last pitch. Anyway, our umpires tonight, Sean Sparling is behind the plate. And Nate Diedrich's at first base, and Trevor Mathews is at third. I'm not sure what this is about, but whatever it is, Redmond has got the home plate umpire powwowing with the other two umpires out in front of the mound. No idea what this could be. As soon as that pitch crossed the plate, it was called a strike, and Redmond turned around and said something to the home plate umpire and got his attention. Again, the home plate umpire is Sean Sparling. He switched up the order on us. 1-0 lead for the Cardinals. We're in the second inning here, 1-0. Rosario to the plate, and the pitch is a big bending breaking ball that drops in there for a strike. Redmond is hitting .225 with 4 homers, 32 runs driven in. He led the Texas League in home runs last year with 31 for Springfield. Next pitch, another breaking ball misses up high. He had a extremely memorable night, August 10th, 2022, playing for Springfield. He hit the home run cycle, only the second player in professional baseball to ever do that. Next pitch misses up high. The home run cycle in a ball game at Hodgetown in Amarillo. Again, this was back in August 10th, 2022. Hit a solo homer, a 2-run homer, a 3-run homer, and a grand slam all in the same game. Here's a 2-2, and that is a breaking ball. A check swing. Did he go? He did on the appeal. Third base umpire, Trevor Mathews, says, yes, you did. He strikes out swinging. Tyrone Horn is the only other professional baseball player to hit for the home run cycle, and he did it for the Arkansas Travelers in the Texas League in a game in San Antonio a number of years ago. But it's only been twice in all the years, all the different leagues of professional baseball, the home run cycle. Here's Jacob Bushberger, who's playing third base. First pitch, that is in there for a strike, a fastball from Rosario. In fact, the Baseball Hall of Fame back in Cooperstown, New York, has some of the, I think they have the batting gloves and the bat that was used by Redmond in that game. Here's the 0-1, and that is outside. Boy, there's not a lot of minor league ball players who can say that. They've got some memorabilia back in the Cooperstown Hall of Fame. 1 ball and 1 strike. Rosario deals a pitch, swing, and a ball shot foul out to the right out of play. Well, you're listening to Drillers Baseball tonight on AM 1430 The Buzz and streaming on Bally Live. Cardinals have a 1-0 lead. We're in the top of the second inning. Rosario rocks into his motion in the pitch. Swing and a bouncy ball towards third. Fielded on the big hop by Young. Throws to first in time for the out. Quick release there by Taylor Young at third. Gets the out as Bushberger. He was hustling all the way up the line. Made it very close. 2 down. And the batter will be Chris Rotondo. Rotondo, in 25 ball games with Springfield, hitting .136, no homers, 2 runs driven, and had a pinch hit single here last night. Led off the 9th inning with a base hit. First pitch, fastball, backs him off the plate at 96. Springfield leads it 1-0. We're in the top of the second inning. Here comes a 1-0, and off speed, misses inside. Right-handed batter Rotondo, with Jeremy Rivas, the shortstop, waiting on deck. Two down, nobody on base, and Rosario delivers a pitch, swing and a miss. There's that fastball at 95, up in the zone. And the 2-1, swing and a miss. Came out with another fastball at 97, up to dialed it up a little bit more there. This is bark in the park night here at the ballpark. I can hear some dogs barking out there in the outfield berm. Every Wednesday night, Park in the Park night here at the ballpark. Here's the pitch. A swing and a miss. Got him with 3 straight fastballs. The last 2 at 97. And Rosario notches his 3rd strikeout of the night. Bottom of the 2nd inning brought to you by U.S. Cellular. Take time out and enjoy the game with Life in Us mode. U.S. Cellular. Drillers coming to bat here in the 2nd frame, down 1-0 to Springfield. Starting things off for Tulsa here in the 2nd, it will be Griffin Lockwood Powell against the left-hander, Quinn Mathews. Cardinal left-hander sets to go to work. Here he comes. A pitch is outside, ball 1. Lockwood Powell hitting .244, 10 homers, 40 runs driven in. Memorable ball game on Sunday night at Frisco. He had 5 hits. 5 for 6 that night. Next pitch, a swing and a foul off to the right. That had not been done since Jacob Amaya did it for the Drillers back in 2022. Here comes the 1-1. And a swing and a ball driven down the right field line. That is slicing a foul ball up into the party platform area. Well, all of the infield now is covered in shadow. Left field and center field in brilliant sunlight. Mathews, the left-hander, peers in over his glove to get the sign from his catcher, Crooks. Here comes the left-hander's 1-2 and is low and inside. He's been primarily fastballs. Quinn Mathews, that 95, 96 mile per hour fastball from the left side. 2-2 the count. Lockwood Powell waits in the pitch. A swing, and he pulls it foul to the far end of the third base Cardinal dugout. Other games tonight in the Texas League. They're in the bottom of the 4th inning in Arkansas. No score there. Arkansas is hosting Midland. Middle of the 4th inning, Amarillo at Corpus Christi. Corpus Christi with a 1-0 lead. Pitch, fastball is up high. Top of the 2nd inning, Frisco at San Antonio. Frisco with a 1-0 lead. Top of the 2nd inning at Wichita. And Northwest Arkansas leading Wichita 1-0. Here comes the 3-2, and a swing and a liner towards third. It skips past the third baseman, Bushberger, down the left field line. Lockwood Powell on his way to second base. Here comes the throw from Rotondo, and he slides in safely with a double. That is a 2-base hit, a double for Lockwood Powell. He scorched that one. And the third baseman, Bushberger, went down to one knee to try to make a play on it. Watching the replay on Valley Live. It skipped off his glove into left field for a double. So the Drillers have their first hit and base runner of the night. That'll bring to the plate for the Drillers Jainer Fernandez, the second baseman, right-handed batter up here. Pitch is inside, ball 1. Jainer last night, he was officially 1 for 3. He also was hit by pitches twice. Cardinal pitchers last night plunked 4 Driller batters, or 4 hit batters. Next pitch is a swing and a ground ball towards third. Short hop by Bushberger. The third baseman looks the runner back to second, throws to first for the out. Nicely done there by the Cardinal third baseman. That was not an easy play. Had to run into his left and short hop that ball, then look the runner back. Lockwood Powell to the second base bag. And then throw on to first for the out. 1 out. Here comes Taylor Young, the third baseman. Taylor was moved back to 7th in the order last night, batting order, and was 2 for 4. Tonight he's batting 6th in the order. Right-handed batter up here. First pitch, high and tight, ball 1. He has been batting near the top of the order all season, but a recent slump, he was 3 for 39, batting .077 over a 10-game stretch, and so Henny, I think, was trying to mix it up. He put him in the 7th in the order last night, and it paid off with 2 hits. Next pitch is low in the dirt. When you bat second in the order, there's a whole lot of duties you have. That leadoff man gets on, you either need to move him over, hit the ball the other way, move him over, or else take a lot of pitches, maybe let him steal. Next pitch is a fastball that rides up high. Sometimes, very rarely in minor league baseball, you're asked to bunt the runner over. But it's a unique spot in the batting order, second in the order. He's got a little bit more freedom, I think, batting 6th or 7th in the order. Here's a 3-0 pitch, and that is in there for a strike from Mathews. A lot of time the second batter in the order has to take a lot of pitches to maybe allow that the leadoff batter, the base stealer, to swipe a bag. So sometimes you have to give up strikes. 3-1 the count now to the right-handed batter, Taylor Young. 1-0 lead for the Cardinals here in the bottom of the second. And the pitch is low and inside, ball 4. So Young draws the walk. First walk tonight by Mathews. Drillers have 2 on with 1 out. Here is Jose Ramos, the center fielder. And we're going to get a visit to the mound by the Cardinal pitching coach. Mentioned that this young man, Quinn Mathews, they went to Stanford University. They've always had good baseball there in the Pac-12, the former Pac-12. They had Mark Marquez was the long-time head coach there at Stanford. Many years ago when I was going to grad school at San Francisco State, a Division II program, Mark Marquez was nice enough to always schedule San Francisco State, the Gators, in a non-conference game. And they actually came to San Francisco State one year when they were ranked #1 in the nation, playing a Division II school, and darned if San Francisco State didn't almost beat them. But I always thought that was pretty cool of Coach Marquez to be willing to play a local opponent just up the road in San Francisco State, the Gators. Here's Ramos. 2 on with 1 out. The first pitch, swinging a liner down the left field line. That is a base hit headed to the corner. In to score is Lockwood Powell. To third base is Young, and into second base with an RBI double is Ramos. The ball game is tied 1-1. Ramos drives in his 47th run of the year. Boy, he jumped all over that pitch. Nice play by the left fielder, Rotondo, to keep that from getting through to the wall. That would have scored a second run. Drillers with their second double of the inning. Here's Brandon Lewis, the first baseman. First pitch is a swing and a miss. Pitch up in the zone. Lewis, a right-handed batter, waiting, slightly open stance. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Good changeup there by Mathews. Lewis hitting .213, 9 homers, 39 runs driven in. Had an RBI double here last night. His last 2 ball games, Lewis is a combined 4 for 9 with a homer, a double, and 4 runs driven in. The pitch. Off speed, misses low and outside. Ball game is tied 1-1 here in the bottom of the second inning at 1-0. In the neighborhood, swing on by the ballpark. Still plenty of baseball left. 1-2 the count now to Lewis. Mathews, the left-hander, fires a pitch, swing, and a ball pulled foul past third. And Taylor Young, the runner coming down the line at third, almost hit by that line drive. Drillers manager Scott Hennessy in the third base coaching box. Over at first base, it's Ronnie Paulino. It's a close call there for Young. 1 ball, 2 strikes now, and the pitch is a swing and a miss. He got him. Pitch down and in. Third strikeout notch now by Quinn Mathews. It's a big out there, 2 outs. And the batter now will be Bubba Aline. Bubba's hitting .280 with 4 homers, 30 runs driven in. Had a really good month of July. Here's the pitch, and he takes high and away ball 1. A switch hitter. He and Alex Freeland, the 2 switch hitters for the Drillers. Both are natural lefties. And Alin is up here, switch hitting, batting from the right side. His last 16 ball games hitting .340. Pitch, and he takes a little bit high, fastball. Cardinals got a run in the first inning. RBI single by Jimmy Crooks. Drillers get an RBI double by Jose Ramos here in the second. We're knotted up 1-1. 2-0 the count to Alin. Here it comes, a pitch. Swinging a fly ball towards right. Drifting over to his right is Church, the right fielder. He makes the one-handed catch. 2 end the inning. The Drillers come up with a run. Driller fans, you can now watch every Drillers game this season and over 7,000 other minor league games on the Bally Live app or through MILB.tv. To watch, simply download the Bally Live app on any mobile device and watch for free while earning Bally Bucks for watching and playing trivia. You can also visit MILB.com to learn more about everything that comes with a subscription to MILB TV. 1-1 ball game here in the third. Top of the third, Cardinals coming to bat. First delivery from Jermaine Rosario is up high, ball one. This is Jeremy Rivas, the shortstop. He's hitting .288. That's the 5th best average in the Texas League. Right-handed batter takes a check swing and a appeal. No swing, says the first base umpire. 1-1, top of the third. Second game of the 6-game series. Pitch, that is high and inside. So Rosario goes 3-0 to leadoff batter Rivas. Brian Torres waits on deck, top of the order. Here's the 3-0, and that is in there for a strike. Cardinals currently in first place in the North Division, second half. Drillers a game and a half back in second. Here's the 3-1, and he shows bunt and takes up high, ball 4. So a leadoff walk by Rivas. Second walk tonight by Rosario. He has struck out 4. Here is Torres, who led off the ball game, striking out. Brian Torres, league's best average, coming in at .306. First pitch, he shows bunt and takes low and inside. Now Rivas, he's a threat to steal. He has 22 steals in 28 attempts. Being held on at first base there by Brandon Lewis. Rosario deals, runner goes. Pitches a swing and a miss, throw to second base, and he is out at second. Strong throw by Lockwood Powell and a great sweep tag by Freeland, the shortstop. Freeland got that tag down, lickety split. Watch the replay here on Bally Live. What a throw. But look at that tag. Just before the left hand got to the base, Rivas, and that sweep tag got him. Caught stealing 2-6. Pitch swinging a ground ball up the first baseline. Fielded there by Lewis. He takes to the bag for the out, 2 outs. Torres is retired 3 unassisted. The batter will be Nathan Church. Church walked and scored in the first inning. He was able to steal second base and then score on a base hit by Crooks. Game is tied 1-1 here in the third. First pitch, low and inside, ball 1. We have a freight train that is departing downtown Tulsa, headed east, just beyond, a couple of blocks beyond the ballpark. Here comes Rosario's 1-0. And a swing and a liner back up the middle, and it's off the glove on one hop, knocked down by the shortstop, Freeland. That'll be a base hit. That was a low line drive that one hopped on the infield dirt, and Freeland, racing to his right with a backhand, was able to knock the ball down, but no further play. So a base hit for Church. That is the second hit now for the Cardinals. Comes with 2 outs here in the third. And the batter now is Matt Lloyd. Lloyd is the DH, struck out swinging his first at bat. First pitch. Oh, they call a balk. They call a balk on Rosario. Apparently did not come set. So the runner down to second base, Church. That was no pitch there with the balk. Lloyd, a left-handed batter, waiting the pitch. And a swing and a ball squib foul up to the third base side. That is Jose Lahair, the Cardinal manager in that third base coaching box. He's back for his second season with Springfield. One ball game here in the third. Pitch. That misses inside. Boy, tough loss last night for the LA Dodgers in San Diego. They had a 5-0 lead in the first inning and ended up losing a walk-off loss to the Padres 6-5 in the ninth. Those two going head-to-head tonight in San Diego. Next pitch is a swing and a miss. Good fastball there at 95 from Rosario. Dodgers' lead now in the NL West has been trimmed down to 5.5 games over San Diego. That's just a 2-game series there in San Diego. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here it comes, a pitch. Swing and a miss, got him. That was a pitch he took a little bit off at 89. Some good late sink to it, gets the strikeout, his 5th of the night. Alex Freeland will lead off the Tulsa third inning. Ball game tied 1-1. Drillers and the Springfield Cardinals. You know, we mentioned this is a Bark in the Park night. The giveaway tonight, first 500 dogs received a dog bowl with the Drillers logo on it. Pretty cool. Great giveaway. One of many they have here every year at One Oak. First pitch is high and outside, ball 1. A dog bowl. I was thinking maybe that might be a nice cereal bowl. But it's got the Drillers logo on it. Here comes a pitch, and that is in there for a strike to Freeland. Freeland hit the ball hard in the first inning, led off the first, and lined out to center. Left-hander Quinn Mathews on the mound, the pitch, and a fastball gunned in there for a strike at 95. Left-hander's got a good fastball tonight, 95-96. Time called now by Freeland. Remember, Friday night we'll have our post-game fireworks show here at One Oak. Every Friday home game at One Oak, fireworks to follow. Next is a swing and a miss. Dialed that one up at 96. That is the 4th strikeout now notched by Mathews. One down here in the Drillers' third 1-1 ball game. Here is Dalton Rushing. He struck out on an off-speed pitch. His first at bat. Left-handed hitter against the left-handed pitcher. First pitch, he's swinging a high pop-up foul ball third base side coming over as Bushberger to the third baseman near the netting, and this one is into the seats 4 or 5 rows deep. Rushing came into the ball game tonight hitting .260, 13 homers, 51 runs driven in. He's having a fine first season in Double-A. The former Louisville Cardinal. Rushing waiting from the left side. Mathews gets his sign, and here he comes to the plate, and the pitch is inside, hit him on the hip. Hit by the pitch. So Rushing will take his base. You know, if Rushing gets up to L.A. at some point, be interesting that the 2 Dodger catchers, Will Smith and Dalton Rushing, both alums of Louisville, the University of Louisville. So the Drillers now have the one-out base runner. Here is Damon Keith, who struck out swinging his first trip. First pitch, fastball is taken up high, ball 1. Ball game tied 1-1. We're in the bottom of the third. Dennis Higgins with you tonight on 1430 The Buzz and also on Bally Live. Drillers are playing their 97th game of the year. 49 wins, 47 losses. Now the wind coming in from left center field towards home plate. That's a comforting breeze. We can feel it. And the pitch, swing and a miss. Good off-speed pitch here by Mathews. 1 ball, 1 strike. Keith waiting from the right side. Mathews to the plate in the pitch. Swing and a foul tip into the catcher's mitt. 1-2 the count. Rushing the runner at first base. Keith at the plate. Mathews, the left-hander on the mound. And Mathews delivers. The pitch is a swing and a miss. Breaking ball down and into the right-handed batter. He strikes out Keith for the second time tonight. 5 strikeouts now for the Cardinal left-hander. Coming to the plate now is Griffin Lockwood Powell. A double and a run scored in the second inning tonight. Drillers a game and a half back of first place Springfield in the second half North race. Here's the pitch, and that is low, ball 1. Lockwood Powell, right-handed batter up here. Here's a 1-0, and a swing and a ball rolled foul third base side. It's turned into a beautiful evening here in downtown Tulsa. A little bit on the warm side. It was 98 first pitch, but it seems to be cooling off, and that breeze is helping. Kind of some natural air conditioning. Next pitch, a swing and a foul back. Well, the streak continued today. Earlier today in south side of Chicago, Kansas City Royals put it to the Chicago White Sox 10-3. Royals win. White Sox franchise record losing streak now up to 17 games in a row. 17 games in a row they've dropped. Earlier this year, a 14-game losing streak. Next pitch is in the dirt. So they, as of tonight, the Chicago White Sox are 40 games back of first place Cleveland in the American League Central Division. And what concerns me is they are on a pace now for the worst finish in Major League Baseball history, even worse than the 62 Mets. One of my all-time favorite teams, the amazing Mets, were 40-120 in 62. Next pitch, and that is a breaking ball. It's up high. Brian Carroll of the Drillers front office was telling me earlier today that he figured it out. At their current pace, the White Sox are going to lose 122 games. That would be 2 more than the 62 Mets lost. That'd be most unfortunate. Runner goes, pitching, swinging the ball, driven to the alley in left center field. On the run is Torres, the center fielder, to his right. He gets there and makes the catch for the third out. Drillers and the Springfield Cardinals, game 2 of a 6-game series here at One Oak. Drillers will be here through Sunday afternoon. Make your plans to join us. Beautiful One Oak Field. After tonight's game, there'll be only 16 home games for the Drillers in the regular season remaining. 16, that's it. These 2 teams will be here through Sunday afternoon. Sunday's a 1 o'clock first pitch. The rest of the games all at 7 in the evening. And a post-game fireworks show coming up on Friday night after the ball game. And also this weekend, the Drillers are the Noodlers. Their alternate image. Here's the first pitch of the 4th inning to Jimmy Crooks is low, ball 1. Crooks with an RBI single in the first inning. Next pitch is in there for a strike. Good off-speed breaking ball there in the outside corner by Rosario. Crooks now is 2 for 4 in the series with a homer and 2 runs driven in. For this season, he's now knocked in 40 runs. His home run here last night is 7th of the year. 1-1 the count. Pitch, swing, and a foul back again. Came in off speed at 89. Long staring home plate by Rosario. Right-hander goes into his windup, and here he comes. The pitch is inside, a bouncing ball to the backstop. And the count now 2-2. Well, our 4th inning All the action this inning brought to you by Hornitos. Hornitos, the official tequila of Drillers baseball, offering a bolder and smoother tequila. Hornitos is a shot worth taking. Next pitch is again low and inside. Full count now to Crooks. Drillers grabbed the opener here last night, 8-1. Cardinals lead the season series 7-6. Next pitch is a swing and a foul tip into the catcher's mitt, and that is strike 3. Boy, somehow Lockwood Powell was able to hold on to that foul tip. So the strikeout recorded. 6 strikeouts now for Jermaine Rosario. Here is Dakota Harris, the Cardinal second baseman. He was out trying to bunt his way aboard. First pitch, swing and a foul back, came in at 97 with a heater. Yeah, back in the first inning, he tried to push a bunt up the first baseline, pushed it too hard, and it turned into an easy 3 unassisted putout. Here's the 0-1, swing and a ball driven foul down the right field side. That'll likely land out in Elgin Avenue. First base entrance over there. 0-2 the count now to Harris. Here it comes, a pitch. Breaking ball, check swing, did he go? He did not on the appeal. All of the field now in shadow except for a little bit of sunlight out in deep left center field. That's it. And the pitch misses in the dirt to the backstop. 2-2 the count now to Dakota Harris. Wednesday night in downtown Tulsa, One Oak Field. Texas League Baseball, 1-1 score. Here's Rosario's 2-2, and a swing and a miss. Strikeout number 7 for Rosario. Back-to-back strikeouts here in the fourth inning. 7 strikeouts now for the Driller right-hander. Here is Chandler Redmond. He struck out swinging his first at-bat. Left-handed slugger with power. First pitch, and he drops one in there off speed for a strike. He's thrown a couple of those tonight to Redmond. Redmond, a left-handed batter up here with 2 gone, bags empty. Here's the 0-1, and he misses inside. Bounce that one in front of home plate. Same 2 teams again here tomorrow night, 7 o'clock first pitch. Gates of the ballpark will open up at 6. Here's the 1-1, and he's swinging the ball driven to center. A line drive. Ramos comes in and makes the catch. Boy, that ball must have been knuckling because Ramos went to his left and then he lunged back to his right and barely caught that off the top of the grass. Jainer Fernandez will lead off the Tulsa fourth inning. Ball game here at One Oak is tied 1-1. The Drillers and the Springfield Cardinals. Fernandez bounced out to third base, his first at bat. First delivery is a breaking ball in there for a strike from the left-hander Quinn Mathews. Mathews making only his 5th Double-A start. Here comes the 0-1, and he misses low and inside. Mathews started the season in low A ball for West Palm Beach in the Florida State League. This is his first year in professional baseball, already to Double-A. Next pitch, he's swinging the ball foul back. Fernandez came into the ballgame hitting .258 with a homer and 33 runs driven in. He is a very valuable member of the Drillers team, a really good infielder and an outstanding catcher. He's become the number 2 catcher in the ball club since Cartaya went up to AAA. Next pitch, a swing and a ball hit foul down the first base side. You want to bring a smile to Driller manager Scott Hennessy's face, just say Jainer Fernandez. He told me on the last road trip, said, Higgy, I love this kid. I love him. Here's the next pitch. Swing and a foul back. Of course, Henny likes all of his players, but Fernandez plays the game with a little extra flair. Young man who is from Venezuela. 1-2 the count, and here it comes. A pitch, swinging a ball, hit in the air to left field, drifting over his rotundo, and the left fielder makes the catch. One down here in the Tulsa fourth inning. Ball game tied 1-1. Here's Taylor Young. He walked his first at bat. The fourth inning, all the action this inning brought to you by Hornitos, the official tequila of Drillers baseball. Right-handed batter Young, and the pitch. Swinging a ground ball towards third. That's a fair ball. Backhanded pickup by Bushberger's throw to first, and he got him. What a play. Sensational play there by Jacob Bushberger. The third baseman ranging to his right, leaning down. He backhanded the ball along the foul line, just back of the bag. We'll watch the replay here. And his throw to first. Boy, he threw that off 1 foot from foul territory, and he just does get Young. What a play. Put a star by that one. First pitch to Ramos, misses ball 1. Boy, off-balance throw. Foul territory, right on the money to first. Ramos swings and misses. Healthy cut there. Ramos with an RBI double his first at bat in the second inning, knocking in his 47th run. Here's the 1-1 and a swing and a miss. Good off-speed pitch here by Mathews. Mathews tonight has struck out 5. He's walked 1, giving up the 1 run on 2 hits. One and 2 to count. And here it comes. A pitch. Misses outside. Two and 2 to Ramos with 2 down. Nobody on base. Mathews goes into his windup and delivers. A pitch. Low and inside, ball 3 with Lewis on deck. Full count now to Ramos from the right side, and the pitch is a swing and a liner, soft liner to right field. It's going to dribble through for a base hit. Ramos 2 for 2. Only the 3rd hit tonight, surrendered by Mathews. There's Brandon Lewis coming to the plate. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Now the Drillers tomorrow night, game 3 of this series, they will have a right-hander Chris Campos on the mound. Recently called up from Great Lakes, doing a fine job as a starter for the Drillers, the right-hander Campos. Runner goes, they got him picked off, throw to second base, and tagged out is Ramos. He broke early, and the pitcher Mathews throws to the first baseman, and Redmond guns it down to the shortstop, Rivas, who applies the tag. It'll go as a caught steal. Drillers and Springfield Cardinals. We hit the top of the 5th inning, a 1-1 ball game here at 1 Oak. Nice to have you with us tonight on the radio, 1430 The Buzz, and also a live stream on Bally Live. Cardinals coming to bat here in the 5th. Drillers starting pitcher, Jermaine Rosario, 61 pitches through 4 innings. He has struck out 7. First pitch, breaking ball slider dips low. This is Jacob Bushberger, the third baseman, leading off. He's 0 for 1 with a ground out to third base. Right-handed batter up here. Rosario to the plate, and a swing and a foul to play. 1-1 the count. Well, we'll drop in our news from Major League Baseball. This inning feature brought to you by Coors Light. Coors Light, keeping Oklahoma chill. Earlier today, back at Camden Yards, the Baltimore Orioles, they get a win. And a young man from Stillwater. Next pitch is low in the dirt. Jackson Holliday was recalled back to the big league club in Baltimore, and he hit his first major league home run today. It was a grand slam in the 5th inning. End of the day, 1 for 5 with 4 RBIs. Next pitch is a swing and a foul at the plate, I believe. It's a strike. 2-2 the count. So the Orioles now are 65-44. They started today with a half-game lead over the Yankees. But Jackson Holliday, who was the first overall pick by the Orioles. Here's the 2-2 pitch, low on outside, ball 3. He was called up initially to Baltimore on April 10th through the 27th, but struggled mightily. In a 10-game stretch, he was 2 for 34 and was sent back to AAA Norfolk for the Orioles. Next pitch, a swing and a ground ball pulled to third, scooped up by Young. He guns it to first for the out. So Buschberger is retired for the second time tonight on a ground out to third, 1 down. But made good the callback today, rejoining the Orioles, and hits a grand slam, his first home run in Major League Baseball. Of course, his father, Matt, had a long, very successful Major League career, and at one time was a Tulsa Driller. Matt Holliday. Here is Chris Rotundo. First pitch, off speed, in there for a strike. Also noteworthy, see that there was an election by the county commissioners back in Pinellas County, and includes Tampa Bay. Next pitch, a swing and a foul at the plate. And after a long time seeking a new ballpark, it was a 5-2 vote by the county commissioners. They approved a $300 million. They're going to get involved. $300 million for a new ballpark there in Tampa Bay. Next pitch is a swing and a miss, and down on strikes is Rotundo. That is the 8th strikeout now for Rosario. 2 down in the 5th inning. So the Rays are going to get a new ballpark. They're going to break ground on it January of 25, and they say it'll be completed by 2028. The estimated cost of that new ballpark at Tampa Bay is $1.3 billion. First pitch is in there for a strike to Rivas. And again, the county commissioners approved a $300 million investment in the ballpark. It's going to be a private public finance stadium. You know how that goes. Next pitch is a bouncer in the dirt. But they're going to get their ballpark, and it looks like the Rays are going to stay in Tampa Bay. $1.3 billion for a stadium. Here comes the 1-1, and a swing and a foul tip, strike 2. Rivas struck, actually walked his first at bat, then was caught stealing. That was back in the 3rd inning. Ball game is tied 1-1. We're in the top of the 5th. Next pitch is low in the dirt. Johnny DeLuca, the former Driller, is on Tampa's. He's a Tampa Bay Ray. Also Ryan Pepio. Next pitch is down low. So Pepio's having a good season there, but he's currently on the 15-day IL for the Tampa Bay Rays. Remember that night when he 4th of July here a few years ago? He had a perfect game going into the 8th inning. Big old crowd here at the ballpark. Next pitch is a bouncer in the dirt, and that is ball 4. So Rosario walks Rivas for the 2nd time tonight. You know, talking about the Holiday family over there in Stillwater, long history of baseball there at Oklahoma State. They say his younger brother, Jackson, younger brother, is probably going to maybe even be a better player than him. Jackson's only 20, already in the big leagues. First pitch is inside, ball 1 to Brian Torres. 2 down here in the Cardinal 5th inning, 1-1 ball game. Rivas was caught stealing in the 3rd inning. Will he try to go here? Next pitch is inside, and a backhanded pickup and a quick throw to first by Lockwood Powell, the catcher. Diving back to the bag safely is Rivas. Well, that's a great backhanded stop there. Ball in the dirt. Nicely done there by Lockwood Powell. Two and 0 the count now to Torres at the plate. Next pitch, and that is in there for a strike. Fastball to knees on the outside corner. So Rosario now, he is up to 73 pitches. He has 8 strikeouts, and he's walked 3. He's given up 1 run on 2 hits. Next pitch is a swing and a ball slicing foul down the left field side. Torres tonight has struck out and grounded out. 0 for 2 He is 0 for 5 with a walk in the series. He started tonight leading the Texas League in batting average at .306. Rosario sets, and the right-hander. Here he comes. A pitch is off speed outside. Well, his 8 strikeouts tonight matches his season high with the Drillers. On June 26th here at One Oak against Amarillo, he had 8 strikeouts. He's also had another game with 7 strikeouts. So he could be going for a personal high here tonight. He's got 8 strikeouts, 3-2 the count. Here it comes. The runner goes. The pitch is a swing and a line drive into center field, a base hit. On his way to third base is Rivas, and he'll be held at third on the base hit by Torres. So the Cardinals now trying to put something together with 2 outs, nobody on base. Now they got runners on the corners. Keeping an eye on Driller manager Scott Hennessy. Here comes Ryan Denick, the Drillers pitching coach, one of the 2 pitching coaches, along with Darren Olinger. So a 2-out walk and then a single. Cardinals have runners on the corners with 2 outs in the 5th of a 1-1 ball game. Ryan Denick, the third-year pitching coach here for the Drillers. And Darren Olinger in his 2nd season. Same 2 teams again here tomorrow night, 7 o'clock. You can always purchase tickets to all future Drillers games at TulsaDrillers.com. TulsaDrillers.com. And you ought to check out the Drillers website, TulsaDrillers.com, and do a fabulous job. All sorts of highlight videos and game stories and photographs. Drillers really do a nice job upkeeping their website, TulsaDrillers.com. Here is Nathan Church, left-handed batter. He has walked in an infield single with a run scored tonight. Runners on the corners with 2 outs. Runner goes to second. The pitch is down low and no throw. So it'll be a stolen base for Torres, his 26th of the year. Drillers did not want to risk that runner from third breaking to the plate if they throw to second. And that first pitch was a strike to Church. 0-1 the count. Runners at second and third. The pitch is a fastball low at 95. One ball, 1 strike to the batter, Nathan Church. 2 outs in the 5th inning. Runners at second and third. The pitch is taken low. Ball 2. Two and 1 the count now to Church, left-handed batter. Drillers have their shortstop, Freeland, shaded up the middle. Here's the pitch, and he takes low and inside, ball 3. Third baseman Taylor Young's about 25 feet off the foul line. Got the second baseman Fernandez and the first baseman Lewis pretty much straight away on the right side of the infield. Here's the 3-1, and he misses low, ball 4. Well, you wonder now about the fatigue factor on a warm night here for Rosario. Drillers manager Scott Hennessy coming up the steps, and here he comes. He's coming out to make a pitching change. So Rosario matches his season high in strikeouts with 8, but he now has walked 4 tonight, and he will be coming out of the ball game with a score of 1-1. So Rosario will get a nice round of applause here from the Driller fans. And jogging in from the bullpen is the left-hander, Ben Harris. So Harris coming on in this situation with runners on second and third. Actually, bases loaded, I beg your pardon. Bases loaded with 2 outs in a tie ball game here in the 5th inning. Ben Harris has been kept very active this year. Drillers have mostly right-handers in the bullpen. And Harris, his last outing was Saturday down in Frisco. He pitched 1 inning, gave up 2 earned runs on 2 hits. He had 2 walks and a strikeout. He took the loss in that ball game, 5-2 final. He had pitched really well leading up to that ball game on Saturday. His previous 3 outings, he had covered 3 2/3 innings, no hits, no runs, 2 walks and 5 strikeouts. Walks have been a bit of an issue this year for Ben. Normally a control pitcher, but they're certainly getting their fair use of him. He has been one busy left-hander. Harris is now coming on for his 30th appearance. That is tops for the Driller pitchers, 30th. And a record of 2-3 with a 4.83 ERA. He's worked all of 31 2/3 innings, given up 26 hits, 28 walks, and 41 strikeouts. So the left-hander Harris is averaging pretty much a walk per inning. And well over a strikeout per inning. That's what he needs here. Strikeout or an out. Cardinals have the bases full with 2 outs in the 5th inning. Here is Matt Lloyd, a left-handed batter, lefty on lefty. First pitch, fastball is in there for a strike. Harris came right at him with a fastball. Matt Lloyd tonight 0 for 2, 2 strikeouts. Left-handed batter who is among the league leaders in homers and RBIs. Pitch, and that is a fastball that's a little bit high. So 2 consecutive fastballs from Harris, and they count 1 ball, 1 strike. Rivas, the runner, at third. Torres at second, and Church at first. Lloyd at the plate. The pitch is a swing and a miss and a breaking ball. And the count now 1 ball, 2 strikes. Harris leans in for the sign from his catcher, Lockwood Powell. And the 1-2 is a swing and a miss. He struck him out. Now, a big-time strikeout recorded by reliever Ben Harris for the Drillers. Cardinals leave the bags loaded in the 5th inning. It remains a 1-1 ball game as we head to the bottom of the 5th. For the Tulsa Drillers, here is Brandon Lewis to lead off. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. First pitch is a swing and a miss, strike 1. Drillers going up against Cardinal left-hander Quinn Mathews. Mathews has given up just the 1 run on 3 hits, 5 strikeouts and a walk. Pitch a swing and a miss, strike 2. Mathews has done a really good job tonight attacking the strike zone. Lewis now uses a timeout, 0-2 the count. And the 0-2 on the way, and that misses outside. Drillers' run came in the 2nd inning. Ramos with an RBI double. The Cardinals scored a run in the 1st inning. Next pitch, a swing and a miss. Got him off speed with a breaking ball, down and in. That is strikeout number 6 now, notched by Mathews. Here is Bubba Aline. Aline is 0 for 1. He skied out to right field his first at bat. Aline was 2 for 4 here last night. First pitch, fastball low and inside. Top of the order, and Alex Freeland waits on deck. Here comes the next pitch. Swinging a bouncing ball on 2 hops to shortstop. Rivas has it. Snaps the throw to first. Offline, he throws it away. Safe at first base is Aline. Rivas a little bit too casual, I think, with that throw. That was a big bouncing ground ball that he got, moving to his left. Didn't really set. Watch the replay on Valley Live. Kind of slung it sidearm and it took off on him. He'll be charged with a throwing error. The Drillers catch a break there. They have a 1-out base runner here in the 5th inning of a 1-1 ball game. Throwing error against the Cardinals shortstop, Jeremy Rivas. And here is Alex Freeland. First pitch, and he takes in there for a strike. Freeland tonight batting leadoff. He's lined out to center and struck out swinging. 0 for 2. Arlene with a lead at first. Pitch, swing, and a ball fouled straight back in the count. 1-2 now to Freeland, with Dalton Rushing waiting on deck. Final pitching line for the Drillers started tonight. Jermaine Rosario. He went 4 2/3, gave up 1 run earned on 3 hits. He had 4 walks, 8 strikeouts. Next pitch, swing and a miss. Got him. Another breaking ball down into right-handed batter. 7 strikeouts now for Quinn Mathews. Two outs, and the batter now will be Dalton Rushing. Another lefty-lefty confrontation here. First pitch, and Rushing tried to check the swing, but he went around. Strike 1. Rushing struck out in the first inning, was hit by a pitch in the third. Rushing tied for the club lead in home runs with 13, along with Austin Beck. Leads the team in RBIs with 51. 0-1 the count. And Mathews delivers. The pitch misses up high. Speaking of Austin Beck, he is still not been in the lineup for almost a week now. He still is struggling a little bit with a shoulder issue, although he has not officially been put on the IL, not to my knowledge, not yet. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. Breaking ball. And the count 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes to the batter, Dalton Rushing, with the runner at first base, Aline. 2 outs. 5th inning, 1-1 ball game. Rushing waiting. And a step into throw, and Aline back had a short lead. Well, every home run the Drillers hitter, a beautiful one outfield this year. Budweiser donates $50 to the Folds of Honor Foundation. Budweiser proudly supports Folds of Honor and America's military families. 1-2 the count to Rushing. Now a quick snap throw, and Aline is diving back. One and two to count out of Rushing. Good lead at first by Aline. And the pitch is strike 3 called. A fastball in the inside corner. Well placed fastball there. That is strikeout number 8 for Quinn Mathews. Springfield Cardinals coming to bat here in the top of the 6th inning. Ball game here is tied 1-1. The Drillers and Cardinals. Drillers left-handed reliever Ben Harris, who got a big strikeout to end the 5th inning for the Cardinals with the bases loaded. Back out here for the 6th inning. Here's Jimmy Crooks. First pitch is high and inside, ball 1. Crooks, a left-handed batter, has singled and struck out tonight, knocked in a run. Next pitch is in the dirt. Ball 2 to Crooks. Well, tomorrow night is Fox 23 Triple Play Thursday, Noodler's night here at the ballpark. And the pitch is taken low, ball 3. Tulsa Noodlers coming back into One Oak Field. The Drillers will take on the identity of the Noodlers with their fluorescent lime green jerseys and hats. Pitch is up high, ball 4. A 4-pitch walk to lead off the Cardinals' 6th inning. Batter now will be Dakota Harris, the second baseman, who's 0 for 2, a failed bunt attempt and a strikeout. And the Noodlers will be here on Thursday and Friday night, it looks like, and both nights will also include catfish-themed food specials, live noodling demonstrations. Here's showing a bunt and taking a strike is Harris. They're actually going to bring in that huge aquarium, for lack of a better term. And they'll have live demonstrations of noodling out there beyond right field. Here's the pitch. Misses up high from Harris. And it says fans will also be able to enter to win their own noodling experience here at One Oak Field. Jump in the tank there and yank out a big catfish. Here's the 1-1. And that is low and inside the right-handed batter. Got some really cool giveaways coming up too in this homestand. A school pack. School right around the corner, believe it or not. 2-1 the count and the pitch. Swing and a ground ball towards third. That is a fair ball fielded by Young. It's a fair ball. What are they saying here? Young fielded the ground ball. He threw to first base. And LaHare now, the manager for the Cardinals, has come in from the third base coaching box, and he's getting into it with the home plate umpire, Sean Sparling. The batter, Harris, never left the batter's box. I think he's trying to make the argument that hit his foot, it should be a foul ball, but the home plate umpire, to me, indicated it was a fair ball. And therefore, let's see the replay here on Valley Live. And LaHare continues on with his argument. He's probably about 3 or 4 feet away from the home plate umpire, Sparling. And the conversation continues. Really couldn't tell from that replay on Valley Live. But LaHare is convinced that should be a foul ball and his batter should not be out. But I believe that they're calling it a ground ball out. Here again, we're watching a replay on Valley Live. It doesn't look like it hit his foot. Maybe it might have hit his lower shin, maybe. Glanced off that, but a little surprised the home plate umpire, Sparling, is letting this go on this long. So out is the call. Harris never ran, and that's a 5-3 put out. The runner does move over to second base, Crooks. So one out here in the Cardinals' 6th inning, a 1-1 ball game, and here now is Chandler Redmond, who has struck out and lined out to center. Lefty on lefty, and the first pitch is a strike on the inside corner from Harris. Redmond came into the game hitting .225 on the season, 4 homers, 32 runs driven in. Big left-handed batter up here. Harris delivers the pitch, swing, and a foul to plate. Yeah, that back to school backpack giveaway, that's coming up on Saturday night here at One Oak. That'll be a real popular giveaway. Here's the 0-2, and he misses outside with a off-speed breaking ball. Trying to see here how many those backpacks will be given away. 1,000 to kids 14 and under this Saturday. Here comes a pitch, and a fastball rides inside at 92 miles an hour. You count now 2 balls, 2 strikes. So Saturday night, it is back to school backpack giveaway night. 1,000 backpacks will be given away to youngsters 14 and under. Here's a 2-2 and a swing and a miss. He got him with a breaking ball down and away. Big swing and a miss by Redmond. And that's a big out, 2 down. Second strikeout notch now by Harris. That'll bring it to the plate Bushberger, but we're going to have a pitching change here as Scott Hennessy, Drillers manager, is strolling out to the mound. Nice job there by Ben Harris. Came in last inning with the bases loaded, 2 outs, and struck out a left-handed batter, Matt Lloyd. Now he just strikes out another lefty, Redmond, with a runner at second base. So nicely done there by Ben Harris in his 30th appearance of the year. That's tops in the Drillers Club. It's going to be Michael Hobbs coming in, the right-hander. So Henny's playing the percentages here. It's going with a right-handed pitcher against a right-handed batter coming up, which is Jacob Buschberger. Buschberger's 0 for 2 with a couple of ground ball outs to third. So Hobbs, the new pitcher, he becomes the third pitcher tonight for the Drillers. The Tulsa starter, Jermaine Rosario, went 4 2/3 innings, gave up 1 run. It was earned on 3 hits. He walked 4 and struck out 8. He matched his season high with the Drillers with 8 strikeouts. And Rosario threw 87 pitches, 46 strikes. So he's still walking guys. He had 4 walks, but he compensates with 8 strikeouts and gives up only the 1 run on 3 hits. For Michael Hobbs, a mustachioed right-hander, this is his 29th appearance. 2 wins and 1 loss at 3.52 ERA. 38 1/3 innings pitched, 34 hits, 20 walks, 33 strikeouts. So we mentioned the Noodlers weekend. The Drillers will be wearing the special Noodlers jerseys and hats. There'll be a live Noodler demonstrations here at the ballpark. They'll have all sorts of catfish food, concession stands. It's going to be a fun weekend. And then Friday night fireworks. And then Saturday night, that big giveaway. The first 1,000 youngsters 14 and under, a back-to-school backpack giveaway. Saturday night. Here's Buschberger, right-handed batter against Hobbs, and the pitch is a fastball in there for a strike at 90. You can always purchase tickets to future Drillers games at tulsadrillers.com. Hobbs long staring to home plate, now time called. Our ball game is tied 1-1. We're in the top of the 6th inning. Cardinals with a runner at second base, 2 outs. Drillers starting tonight a game and a half back of first place Springfield in the north. Hobbs set to go to work. Right-hander's pitch is low and outside, 92 miles an hour. Final game of the homestand will be Sunday at 1. Every Sunday home game is Fun Day Sunday. Youngsters 14 and under eat free. They get to run the bases after the ball game. Here's a 1-1, and that misses inside a fastball at 96. Also Sunday is Cinco de Mayo in August. First 500 fans to enter the ballpark on Sunday will receive a Drillers sombrero, courtesy of Ferguson Kia. Here's a 2-1, and a swing and a foul back. And the count now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Well, night has fallen here in downtown Tulsa. The stadium lights kicking in. Our ball game is tied 1-1. Two and two the count to Buschberger. Right-handed batter waiting, and Hobbs delivers. The pitch is a swing and a foul back. Pretty good swings there by Buschberger. Two and two the count with 2 outs. Hobbs gets his sign from his catcher, Lockwood Powell. And here he comes. The pitch is a swing and a ball popped in the air. Back at first base. Coming in a hurry is the right fielder, and Lewis, the first baseman, can't get it. Foul ball down the right field line. Lewis went into a slide to try to catch it over the shoulder, and Keith was playing deep, and he couldn't get there. But it falls foul down the right field side. Well, for the latest and greatest news, upkeep on the Tulsa Drillers, check out TulsaWorld.com. And Drillers longtime beat writer Barry Lewis covering all the ball games here at 1-0. Keep you informed about everything Drillers baseball. Check it out at TulsaWorld.com. Time call now is the catcher, Lockwood Powell, hits out to the mound. We have a 1-1 ball game here. Not a lot of offense tonight so far. Each team has 1 run on 3 hits, and the Cardinals have committed the game's only error. Hobbs is the third pitcher tonight for the Drillers. Ben Harris ends up going 1 inning, no hits. He had 1 walk and 2 strikeouts. Hobbs ready to go. 2-2 the count. And the delivery is a swing and a miss. He struck him out. Hard breaking ball on the inside corner, and he strikes out Buschberger to end the threat. Cardinals leave a runner at second base. The Drillers coming to bat now in the bottom of the 6th. Drillers coming to bat here in the home half of the 6th inning. 1-1 ball game. For those watching on Valley Live, there's a pull-away shot from downtown Tulsa, the skyline beyond right field here. That the tower that's lit green, that is the National Bank of Tulsa historic building. And they use a color scheme up there to keep folks alert of the weather. It's a swing of the ball driven into the gap in left center field. That's going to get down and go to the wall. On his way to second base and pulling in there with a double is Damon Keith to lead off the 6th inning. Boy, Keith just jumped on that pitch, and he strokes a double into the gap in left center field. It was chased down by Torres, the center fielder, but not before it got through to the wall. And so Keith, who had struck out his first 2 at-bats against the left-hander, Quinn Mathews, he strokes a double. Drillers now with 4 hits and a leadoff double here in the 6th inning. Here is Griffin Lockwood Powell, the catcher. First pitch is low inside, ball 1. That double for Keith is his 12th of the year. Lockwood Powell tonight has doubled and flied to center and scored a run. Batting from the right side here, in the pitch is in there for a strike from Mathews. Both starting pitchers tonight, Rosario for the Drillers and Mathews for the Cardinals, notching 8 strikeouts. Mathews, the left-hander, comes set, checks a runner at second base. Here he comes to the plate, the pitch, and that is in there. Strike 2 called. Came in off speed at 81. One ball game in the bottom of the 6th. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Lockwood Powell. And the 1-2 delivery is in the dirt, blocked by the catcher, Crooks. That'll keep the runner, Keith, at second base. 2-2 the count. Drillers this year at One Oak, their home field, they are 28-23. Here's a 2-2 pitch, is way outside, ball 3. Showing Mathews now with 86 pitches. His last outing at home last Thursday, he threw 96 pitches. 3-2 the count now to Lockwood Powell. 3-2 pitch is a swing and a foul to plate. Lockwood Powell fouled that off his foot. He's hobbling around home plate. Boy, it's amazing how often that happens. Batters hit foul pitches off either their foot or their ankle. Drillers trainer is going to come on out here. Griffin Boyd. So 2 Griffins there. Have a replay look. Boy, that pitch, it was almost like it was going to hit his foot, and he fouled it off his foot or his ankle. Drillers got their run tonight in the 2nd inning. Griffin Lockwood Powell led off with a double, and then 1 out later after a walk. It was an RBI double by Ramos. The Cardinals got their run in the 1st inning, RBI single by Jimmy Crooks. So Lockwood Powell back in the batter's box, ready to go. The 3-2 pitch is a swing and a foul to plate. So the count holds at 3-2 now to Lockwood Powell. Game 3 coming up here tomorrow night. 7 o'clock first pitch here at One Oak. Gates of the ballpark will open at 6. 3-2 the count. Left-hander. Mathews sets. Check of the runner. Here he comes to the plate and pitches a swing and a miss. He got him. 9th strikeout now, notched by Mathews. A big one. First out of the inning. And the batter now is going to be Jainer Fernandez. But pretty impressive here. This young man, Quinn Mathews, his first year in professional baseball out of Stanford University. Making only his 5th AA start. 9 strikeouts. Now Bluff back to second base and Keith back easily. Fernandez tonight has grounded to third and flied to left. Right-handed batter here. And the pitch is a little bit low and outside. Well, all is calm right now at the ballpark. That wind we had earlier has died down. Flag's out in left center field, not moving at all. Here's the 1-0, and that is high and inside, ball 2. Judging by the reaction of the pitcher, Quinn Mathews, he thought he had a strike. And there you see one of the flags, the Tulsa flag moving a little bit out there in left center field, top of the berm, not much. 2-0 pitch as they swing the ball, popped in the air to center field. Racing in is Torres, still coming in, and he makes the catch. And holding at second base with 2 outs now is Keith. Batter now will be Taylor Young. Taylor tonight has walked and been had a hit taken away on a fine play by the third baseman, Jacob Buschberger. You know, it looks like Quinn Mathews has hit the end of the road. Here comes his man, Jose Lajer. He's going to make a pitching change here. So another fine outing tonight by the left-hander Mathews. Mathews goes 5 2/3. Let's see, there's have not made the move yet. Manager Lajer is talking to the infield on the mound, along with his pitcher. Is he going to make a move here or not? Is he going to stay with him or go to the bullpen? Well, he's staying with him. Wow. It's not very often you see a manager come out and not yank the pitcher. You wonder maybe Quinn Mathews, bright guy from Stanford, may have talked his way into staying in the ball game. He does have 9 strikeouts. He has walked only 1 and given up the 1 run on 4 hits. He has thrown 92 pitches. So here's Taylor Young. He's walked and grounded to third. In the first pitch, fastball burned in there for a strike at 96. So he's still got something left in the tank there. Drillers trying to forge ahead here in the 6th inning with a runner at second, 2 outs, Young at the plate. Here's the 0-1, and he misses outside. Another 97-mile-per-hour fastball. Young came into the ballgame hitting .247, 4 homers, 41 runs driven in, among the league leaders in doubles and runs scored. 1-1 to count, and the pitch is low and inside, ball 2. You definitely get the feeling that this is going to be Mathews' last batter either way. He's now approaching 100 pitches. 2-1 to count now to Young. Keith with a lead at second. 2 outs in the pitch. Off speed, misses outside, ball 3. So a hitter's count now for Taylor Young. The left-hander Williams gets his sign and comes set. Mathews comes set. And the pitch is a swing and a fly ball to right. Back on it a couple of steps and making the catch is Church for the third out. Well, we're heading out of the 7th inning here at One Oak Field on this Wednesday night. Texas League Baseball, and it's a 1-1 ball game. The Drillers and the visiting Springfield Cardinals. Drillers out hitting Springfield 4-3. Here we go to the 7th inning. Michael Hobbs on the mound, the right-hander for the Drillers. And the first pitch is low and away, ball 1. This is Chris Rotundo. Rotundo at the plate. He's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Getting the start tonight in left field. Hobbs, the right-hander. Here he comes, a pitch. And that is in there for a strike. Rotundo will be followed by Rivas, and in the top of the order, Torres here for the Cardinals in the 7th. A 1-1 ball game. Hobbs delivers, and the pitch misses low and outside. Well, our 7th inning, all the action this inning brought to you by Delta Dental of Oklahoma. Protect your unique smile with dental benefits for individuals and families from Delta Dental. Hobbs 2-1, and that is in there for a strike. Over the top fastball at 95. So a 2-2 count out of Rotundo, the left fielder for the Cardinals here in the 7th. Here's a 2-2, and a swing and a miss. Got him on the breaking ball, down and away. And Rotundo strikes out for the 3rd time tonight. 1 down in the Cardinals 7th. Here's Jeremy Rivas. He walked twice. Both of his at-bats against the Driller starter tonight, Jermaine Rosario. Right-handed batter waits, and the pitch is a swing and a miss. Fastball up and in at 95. Cardinal starter pitcher tonight, presuming he's done. 6 innings, 1 run, earned, 4 hits, 1 walk, 9 strikeouts, 98 pitches for Mathews. Next pitch, a swing and a foul back. And the count now quickly 0-2. So both starting pitchers had nice efforts tonight. Rosario for the Drillers. He went 4 2/3 innings, had 8 strikeouts. Here's the 0-2. And a breaking ball misses in the dirt, ball 1. So far tonight, we've had 19 strikeouts by these two teams combined. 19 strikeouts. Here's a 1-2 and a swing and a foul off to the Drillers' first base dugout. I was talking earlier tonight before we went on the air with Alex Jensen, who's the first-year broadcaster for the Springfield Cardinals. We were talking about lamenting the fact there's so many strikeouts now at all levels of baseball. Next pitch is a check swing. Did he go? He did. First base umpire on the appeal calls it strike 3. That is 3 strikeouts in a row now for Michael Hobbs. 2 down here in the Cardinals' 7th inning. Here's the leadoff batter, Torres. First pitch, and he takes in there for a strike. Brian Torres is 1 for 3 with a base hit in the 5th inning. He is 1 for 6 with a walk in the series. Batting from the left side. Here's the 0-1, and that is a little bit low. Ball 1. One ball and 1 strike. With 2 outs, nobody on base for the Cardinals in the 7th. The pitch, swing and a miss. That fastball at 95 was by Torres. Tardy on that swing, and the count now moves to 1 ball, 2 strikes. Drillers have won their last 2 games in a row, including last night's opening game of the series, 8-1. 1-2 the count. Hobbs delivers. Pitch, swing, and a ball popped in the air down the left field line. Long run for Aline, the left fielder. He'll get there. He waits for it and makes the catch. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Michael Hobbs. He's retired all 4 batters he's faced, 3 by strikeout. We head to the bottom of the 7th inning. Drillers coming to bat. It's a 1-1 score. Well, Drillers baseball tonight on 1430 The Buzz on the radio side, and also on our live stream, Valley Live. Nice to have you with us as we head to the bottom of the 7th inning. Dennis Higgins here at the ballpark, and Gila Broker, our studio coordinator on the radio side. Game is tied 1-1. We do have a new pitcher now for the Springfield Cardinals, Andrew Marrero, a right-hander. And the first pitch, a swing and a line, driving to left field, base hit. A leadoff single here by Jose Ramos, his 3rd hit tonight. Drillers with their 5th hit in the evening, and Ramos has 3 of them. Ramos also drove in the Drillers' only run with that double in the 2nd inning. Here is Brandon Lewis, the first baseman. Brandon tonight is 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts. Marrero deals, and he shows bunt, and bunts at third base side. It's picked up by Bushberger. Third baseman throws to first for the out, so an extremely rare sacrifice bunt for the Drillers. We won't know until after the ball game if that was Lewis who makes the decision himself. I've talked to Coach or manager Hennessy about it a number of times, and he said we really don't sack bunt often. He said every once in a while the player will do it on their own. A beautifully executed bunt by Lewis gets the runner to second base, and here's Bubba Aline. 7th inning, a 1-1 ball game, and the pitch is in there for a strike from Marrero. That sacrifice bunt goes 5-3 the put out, but it puts Ramos at second base with 1 out. Aline waiting from the left side, Marrero the right-hander. Here he comes to the plate, and the pitch is a fastball, a strike in there at 93 miles an hour. Marrero making his 28th appearance, all in relief. 3-1 record with a 4.75 ERA. He's worked 36 innings, given up 31 hits, 20 walks, 37 strikeouts. Here's the 0-2, and a swing and a foul back. So Aline stays alive. Bubba tonight batting 9th in the order is 0 for 2. He is flied to right and reached on a throwing error by the shortstop Rivas. Andrew Marrero, young man who is from New Haven, Connecticut. Here's the 0-2 and a swing and a miss. Got him with a fastball on the inner half of the plate. And now there's 2 outs. Here comes Alex Freeland, who will be able to bat from his natural left side, a switch hitter. Freeland tonight has lined out to center and struck out twice, 0 for 3. He's now 0 for 5 in the series with 2 walks, and he's been hit by a pitch. So up here with 2 outs and a runner at second, the pitch and a swing and a miss, strike 1. Final pitching line for Quinn Mathews, the Cardinals starter, 6 innings. 1 run earned on 4 hits. He had 1 walk and 9 strikeouts. He threw 98 pitches, 58 strikes. 0-1 the count to Freeland. And the pitch. Swing and a ball popped in the air, foul, third base side. This will drift out of play. So the count now is 0-2 to Alex Freeland. Game is tied 1-1. We're in the bottom of the 7th inning. Drillers have a runner at second base. There's a close-up look at the on-deck batter, Dalton Rushing, if you're with us on Valley Live. 0-2 the count now to Freeland. Right-hander, Marrero sets. And now time called. Game 2 of this 6-game homestand. The Drillers and Cardinals will be right back here tomorrow night, 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock on Friday night, 7 o'clock Saturday night, and then Sunday is an afternoon ball game at 1. Then the Drillers are on the road in Little Rock next week. 0-2 the count. And the pitch is a swing and a foul at the plate. Came in a little bit off speed at 85. Seventh inning brought to you by Delta Dental of Oklahoma. Learn more about Oklahoma's leading dental benefits provider at deltadentalok.org. 0-2 the count now to Freeland. Runner second base Ramos with 2 outs, and the pitch is a swing and a ball hit deep down the right field side. He pulled it, and it is foul. Home run distance, but he was out front and pulled it foul. So Ramos will jog back to second base. Count remains 0-2 to Freeland. Now Marrero sets, the right-hander, and delivers. The pitch, swing and a grounder, fouled to first base side. Freeland checks his bat. Sounded like it might have cracked it, but apparently it's okay. Got a good one for you tonight here on 1430 The Buzz and Valley Live. A 1-1 ball game in the bottom of the seventh inning. Drillers and Cardinals. Freeland, 0-2 the count. Ramos good speed at second base. Here's the 0-2, and a swing and a ball, foul back. That one sailed in there at 94, and Freeland fought it off. Got a one-on-one battle here between Marrero, the reliever, and Freeland at the plate. 0-2 the count. The pitch is low and outside, ball one. Freeland trying to give the Drillers the lead here in the seventh inning. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 1-2 is low and inside, ball 2. Marrero kicks at the mound dirt. It's a warm evening here on this 31st of July. Hard to believe the month of July is pretty much over. Just a month and a half to go in the regular season in the Texas League after this ball game tonight. 2-2 the count. Freeland waiting, and the pitch is a swing and a ball popped up behind the plate. A foul ball. Coming back is the catcher Crooks, and he makes the catch. Or did he hold on to it? Apparently not. He caught it, and apparently the ball popped out of his mitt. See the replay on this one. Crooks was battling right near the on-deck circle. And there's a small little area where the bat boys hang out. We're watching the replay on Valley Live, and you see Rushing trying to get out of the way as he leans back into the netting. And it looks right there like Crooks had it, but then he dropped it as he leaned over that short fence there. So a new life for Freeland and the Drillers. Let's see if they can capitalize. 2-2 the count. Marrero, here he comes. The pitch is a swing and a foul back. This is quite a battle here. That's a great effort there by Crooks, by the way. Tough play for a catcher to range all the way back behind home plate and then try to reach in and make a basket catch of a foul ball. 2-2 the count to Freeland. And the 2-2 pitch is inside, ball 3. So Freeland has battled his way back from an 0-2 count to a full count. He has fouled off a number of pitches, and he now has a full count. 1-1 ball game here in the bottom of the seventh inning. Ramos at second base with 2 outs. Marrero, the reliever, comes set. Now a pickoff throw. They got the runner picked off. Ramos is in a rundown between second and third, being chased back to second. Now towards third, and he's tagged out. Boy, you have that lengthy battle at the plate. Well, as we come back here to One Oak Field, a beautiful shot of the mural, Jackie Robinson mural that's out there in left field, lit up at night. What a beautiful mural that is the ballpark out there beyond left field. It's a 1-1 ball game, top of the 8th inning. Enriquez, the new pitcher for the Drillers. The right-hander fires the first pitch in there for a strike at 102 miles an hour. Edgardo Enriquez becomes the 4th pitcher for Tulsa tonight, takes over for Michael Hobbs. Hobbs did a great job in an inning and a third, retired all 4 batters, 3 by strikeout. Next pitch, a swing and a foul back. This is Nathan Church at the plate, the Cardinal right fielder. Church has been on base all 3 times tonight. He has walked twice, a single, and a run scored, and a stolen base as well. Game tied 1-1 in the 8th inning. Enriquez to the plate in the pitch. A swing and a liner to third that's caught by Young. So Church connected that with a 101 mile an hour fastball and lines out to the third baseman. Boy, talk about positioning. Taylor Young was about 20 feet off the line. That ball was hit right to him. If he's playing straight away at third, that's a base hit. That'll bring to the plate now Matt Lloyd, the DH, left-handed batter, with 1 out in the Cardinal 8th inning. Enriquez deals, pitch, off speed in there for a strike. Say off speed, it came in at 93. Edgardo Enriquez, hard-throwing right-hander, works out of the stretch, and the 0-1 is a fastball outside at 101. Enriquez started this season in A-ball, and now with the Drillers, this is his 15th appearance. 0-1 record with a 3.52 ERA. Here comes the 1-1, a swing and a miss. Off-speed pitch at 91. Lloyd tonight is 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. Dangerous hitter, 14 homers, 54 RBIs. 1-2 the count, and here it comes. The pitch is outside. When you look at Henriquez's numbers, you break them down. 15 and a third innings pitched, 9 hits. He has 7 walks and 22 strikeouts. Opposing batters hitting a combined 176 against Enriquez. Time called now as the catcher, Lockwood Powell, is going to jog out for a conversation. Drillers baseball tonight from beautiful One Oak Field on a very peaceful Wednesday night here in Tulsa. First pitch tonight at 7:01. It was 98 degrees. But it's turned into a very pleasant evening here. We got a little bit of a breeze blowing in from left center. Both starting pitchers had nice outings. Jermaine Rosario for the Drillers, 4 2/3 innings, 1 run, 3 hits. He had 4 walks, 8 strikeouts. Matched his Drillers season high with 8 strikeouts. 2-2 the count. Enriquez deals, and the pitch is a swing and a bouncing ball back up the middle and through into center field, a base hit past the diving second baseman Fernandez. So Lloyd, after striking out his first 3 at-bats, grounds one into center field for a base hit. That is only the 4th hit for the Cardinals tonight. Driller pitchers last night, they held the Cardinals to 1 run on 4 hits. Cardinals came into this ball game tonight with the Texas League's best team batting average at .265. Here's Crooks. First pitch, he swings, hits a ground ball back up the middle, fielded by the shortstop. Freeland, his only play is to first for the out. Freeland was venturing over into the second base side of second base. Sounded like Crooks cracked his bat. Initially, that looked like it might have enough on it to get through into center field for a base hit, but Freeland, with good range to his left, was able to scoop it up and get the out at first. But Lloyd goes to second. So now the Cardinals have the potential go-ahead run at second base with 2 outs. Here is Dakota Harris, who is 0 for 3. Looks like Enriquez wants to call out his catcher, Lockwood Powell, to discuss how they want to approach this at bat. Remember this Friday night, downtown Tulsa, One Oak Field. Friday night fireworks after the ball game. We mentioned the backpack, school backpack giveaway on Saturday. First 1,000 youngsters, 14 and under. Perfect timing with school right around the corner. And then Sunday, the final game of the homestand is Fun Day Sunday. Kids 14 and under eat free. They get to run the bases after the ball game. That's a 1 o'clock game on Sunday. Here's the pitch. Swinging a bouncy ball towards third. Charged quickly by Young. Bare hands. Picks, throws to first. He got him. What a play. Taylor Young with a sensational play. Charging in from third base, and on the grass, he reached down with a bare hand, scooped it up in one motion, fired to first, and he gets Harris by an eyelash. See the replay here on Valley Live before we go to break. That could end up being a game saver, and we will put a star by that one. We head now to the bottom of the 8th inning. It remains a 1-1 ball game. Drillers coming to bat here in the bottom of the 8th inning, a 1-1 ball game with the Cardinals in town. Here is Alex Freeland to lead off the 8th inning for the Drillers. And the first pitch, he shows bunt and bunts it foul at the plate. Oh, we have a new pitcher now in for the Cardinals. Coming on for Andrew Marrero, who pitched the scoreless 7th inning with 1 hit. He had a strikeout, no walks. New Cardinal pitcher. This is Jack Ralston, a right-hander, a big guy out there. Pitch, and that is a little bit low. Last inning, Alex Freeland was at the plate with 2 outs and a runner, Ramos at second base. He had a long battle with Marrero, the pitcher. Finally, Marrero picked off Ramos for the 3rd out. Next pitch, swing, and they foul back. It was a great at bat by Freeland last inning. He fouled off a number of pitches. He was down the count 0-2 and worked it to a full count. And then Marrero, with a nifty move, picked off Ramos, who was caught in a rundown and tagged out for the 3rd out. Ralston, 6'6", 250 pounds. He's out of Santa Clarita, California, Southern Cal. 1-2 the count out of Freeland. Here it comes, a pitch, and a swing and a foul at the plate. The Drillers have 1 run, 5 hits, no errors. The Cardinals 1 run, 4 hits, 1 error. We're in the bottom of the 8th inning here at 1-0. Good old-fashioned pitcher's duel tonight. 1-2 the count. Freeland waiting, and the pitch. Swing and a liner into right center field. That's going to get in there for a base hit. Boy, Freeland putting together 2 really good at-bats here late in the ball game. And it's a leadoff single for the Drillers here in the 8th inning. Freeland is 1 for 4 now tonight. And he is a threat to steal. He is 21 of 23 stealing bases this year. However, you have the heart of the order coming up now. Dalton Rushing at the plate. He'll be followed by Keith and then Lockwood Powell. So I don't know if you risk trying to steal here or not. 1-1 ball game, and here's Rushing, who is 0 for 2. 2 strikeouts. He's been hit by a pitch. First pitch, swinging a ground ball back up the middle. That's a base hit into center field. Freeland races to third, and he'll pull in there standing up. And the Drillers have runners on the corners with nobody out here in the 8th inning. Back-to-back singles by Freeland and Rushing. And the batter now is going to be Damon Keith. Here comes Cardinals manager Jose Lajer. So he starts the inning with Ralston. Ralston gives up back-to-back singles. The Drillers have runners on the corners with nobody out here in the 8th inning of a 1-1 ball game. Now this looks like another strategy meeting. He's not going to make a pitching change. Second time tonight that Lajer, the manager, has been out to the mound and not made a change. So the Drillers now have an opportunity, golden opportunity, to take the lead here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Drillers starting tonight, a game and a half back of first place Springfield, the leaders in the North Division, second half race. Springfield won the first half, so they've already punched their playoff ticket. Now let's see how the Drillers play this. You've got one of your hotter hitters at the plate right now, Damon Keith. Tonight he has struck out twice and wrapped a double. He's 1 for 3. Now the runner at third base is Freeland. Rushing is at first. The Cardinals bring the infield in a couple of steps. Keith waits on the right side. Ralston, the right-hander, in the mound. The pitch is off speed, in there for a strike. He dropped it in there at 81. Ralston, this is his 25th appearance, all in relief. A 3-1 record with a 3.18 ERA. Right-hander comes set. Keith waiting. Pitch is low in the dirt, blocked by Crooks. And he keeps the runners at first and third. You look at Ralston's numbers. He has pitched. He's pitched 39 and 2/3 innings, given up 29 hits, 20 walks, and 42 strikeouts. 1-1 to count to Keith. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. Strike two. That pitch there with a little late wrinkle to it. Time called now by Keith at the plate. Keith, he has sort of the 3 walk-off game-winning hits here this year. This, of course, would not be a walk-off. It's the 8th inning. 1-2 the count. Ralston delivers the pitch. A swing and a miss. He struck him out. Big strikeout there. That's out number 1. "11 strikeouts now tonight for Driller batters. 11. Here is Griffin Lockwood Powell. Well, now the Cardinals have set it up to where they can get out of the inning with a double play. Lockwood Powell tonight has doubled, flied to center, and struck out 1 for 3. Game is tied 1-1 in the bottom of the 8th inning. Drillers have runners on the corners with 1 out. And the pitch is in the dirt. It kicks away. Here comes the runner. Freeland to the plate, and he slides in safely. Freeland went in with a head-first slide. Crooks, the catcher, retrieved that ball quickly to the right of home plate. He underhanded it to the pitcher. Ralston covering. It was a close play. Heads-up running play there by Freeland as he bolted to the plate as soon as that ball was in the dirt. Crooks did everything he could. He squared up to block it. Seeing the replay, and it was close, but the Drillers have taken the lead on a wild pitch here in the 8th inning. 2-1 lead for the Drillers. At second base is Rushing. Lockwood Powell at the plate, and the pitch is inside, backs him off the plate. So the Drillers on a wild pitch take the lead, 2-1 here in the 8th inning. Boy, heads up running play there by Freeland. A great read on that ball in the dirt. If he hesitates at all, he's going to be out. Lockwood Powell waits, and the pitch is a swing and a miss. Fastball at 93. Lockwood Powell now with a count of 2 balls and a strike. Jack Ralston, the reliever, the right-hander comes set, and the pitch is a swing and a ball hit foul off to the third base side. Drillers leading 2-1. We're in the bottom of the 8th inning. Start looking ahead to the 9th inning for the Cardinals. Scheduled hitters are Redmond, Bushberger, and Rotondo. That is the 6, 7, and 8 hitters coming up. 2-2 the count now to Lockwood Powell, and the pitch is a bouncer in the dirt. It kicks away from the catcher, Crooks. And over to third base, speeding over there is Ralston. Or excuse me, is Rushing. That's a wild pitch. Second wild pitch of the inning. Get a look on Bally Live. Boy, he just spiked that one, an overhand fastball. Now the infield pulled in with a full count now to Lockwood Powell and 1 out. Ralston, the runner at third. Pitch is a swing and a miss. He struck him out with a fastball at 94. So back-to-back strikeouts recorded by Jack Ralston. However, the 2 wild pitches, and the Drillers have a run. Here is Jainer Fernandez, who is 0 for 3 tonight. See if he can pick up that runner. Ralston at third with 2 outs in the pitch. And he takes high and inside, ball 1. Drillers have Lucas Weff, a right-hander, getting loose in the bullpen. 1-0 the count now to Fernandez. The pitch is a strike at the knees on the inside corner. Ralston got off to a tough start to the inning, gave up back-to-back singles to Freeland and Rushing, but then back-to-back strikeouts. However, the wild pitch, go-ahead run. Next pitch is a swing and a foul back by Fernandez. So it looks like we'll see Lucas Weff, the right-hander, coming on for the Drillers in the 9th. Right now it's a 2-1 lead for Tulsa. Drillers have that runner. Rushing is at third base. And Fernandez at the plate with 2 outs, 1-2 the count. Here's the 1-2, and he comes in off speed, and he strikes him out with a breaking ball. Strikes out the side, but the Drillers take the lead. A pair of singles, 2 wild pitches, a run. We head to the 9th inning. It's the Drillers 2, the Cardinals 1.
We're heading into the top of the 9th, and this game might be low scoring, but one thing they're not low on is strikeouts. Drillers starting pitcher Rosario tied his AA season high of 8 strikeouts, and the Drillers pitching staff has been able to put together 13 strikeouts tonight. And also, Springfield starting pitcher also had a AA season high. Mathews hit 9 strikeouts tonight and also had his career high of pitches of 98. More Drillers baseball is coming right back. The Drillers are leading 2-1. Let's head back upstairs to the voice of the Drillers, Dennis Higgins.
Well, the Drillers take the lead with a run in the bottom of the 8th inning, scoring on a wild pitch as Drillers base runner Alex Freeland with a great read on a pitch in the dirt that kicked away from the catcher Crooks. He recovered it quickly, underhanded to the pitcher, Ralston covering, but head first slide in there safely was Freeland for a 2-1 lead. So the Cardinals coming to bat now in the 9th inning. A new pitcher on for the Drillers. It is Lucas Weff. Weff, who is slowly kind of evolved into the Drillers closer. Right-hander, and he will be facing here in the Cardinal 9th inning. This is Chandler Redmond, left-handed hitting first baseman. Weff will work out of the stretch, the right-hander. His first pitch is a swing and a miss. That pitch came in off speed at 87. Weff does have a good fastball in the slider. That fastball can be in the mid to upper 90s. Redmond tonight is 0 for 3. The pitch is a fastball that runs inside at 96. Drillers are leading 2-1. Lucas Weff, this is his 12th outing for the Drillers. 3-0 record with a 2.70 ERA. Here he comes, a pitch, and that is taken low, ball 2. Weff has converted 3 of 4 save opportunities with the Drillers. He started this season at Great Lakes. Weff's last outing was Sunday. He had an inning of work in that 14-4 win for the Drillers. Here's the pitch. And a swing and a miss, strike 2. Once again, an off-speed pitch at 87. Weff in his last 5 outings, covering 8 innings, he has not given up a run. 9 hits, 3 walks, 12 strikeouts. He has a win, and he's 2 for 2 in save opportunities over his last 5 outings. Again, a stretch of 8 innings without a run given up. Here's the 2-2, and a swing and a foul back. Again came in off speed. Edgardo Enriquez, the pitcher record now for the Drillers. He pitched the 8th inning, gave up 1 hit, no runs. He had no walks, no strikeouts. Here's the 2-2, and that is just off the outside edge at 96. Make it 97 miles per hour. So a big pitch coming up here. The leadoff batter in the 9th inning, 2-1 lead for the Drillers. 3-2 the count. Weff, here he comes. A pitch is a swing and a foul at the plate. Again, he came in off speed at 86. Drillers leading 2-1. They won the opening game of the series here last night, 8-1. 3-2 the count. Weff to the plate. The pitch is a swing and a foul back. That one came in at 96, that fastball. Boy, the third baseman, Taylor Young, is about 30 feet off the line. The shortstop, Freeland, is shaded right up the middle, shortstop side of the bag. 3-2 the count. Weff. Here he comes. A pitch is low and inside, ball 4. So Redmond earns a walk here. One thing we've learned about Lucas Weff, the short time he's been with the Drillers, he makes things exciting when he comes on in these late stages of the ball game. We're going to have a pinch runner. This is R.J. Yeager pinch running at first base. So Yeager, the pinch runner for the Cardinals here, with nobody out in the ninth inning. The Drillers with a 2-1 lead, and the batter now is Jacob Buschberger, who's 0 for 3 tonight, right-handed batter. And the pitch, and he takes in there for a strike. Fastball at 94. So Yeager is pinch running for Redmond. And the batter to plate is Buschberger. 0-1 the count. Weff, quick throw to first, and diving back to runner. Yeager this year, he is 6 of 8 in stolen base attempts. 6 of 8. So far, Buschberger has shown no signs whatsoever of bunting. 0-1 the count. Weff to the plate. The pitch, swing and a miss. Looked like a slider away to 84. This one going right down to the wire. Now time called at home plate. Buschberger twice tonight is grounded to third and struck out. 0 for 3. Drillers infield now is playing straight away. The outfield straight away, medium deep. 0-2 the count. Weff ready to go. Here he comes. A pitch is a swinging ball hit deep to left field. Going back is Alin. Warning track to wall. He leaps up and it is gone. A home run. Alin leaped up and couldn't get it, and it lands in the first row of the Budweiser Terrace in left field. Jacob Buschberger with a 2-run homer has given the Cardinals a 3-2 lead in the ninth inning. Boy, that ball just got over. Watching the replay here, you can see Alin give it a great effort. Here is Chris Rotundo. We're going to have a pinch hitter now for Rotundo. So a 2-run homer in the ninth inning has given the Cardinals a 3-2 lead. Webb's pitch is low and outside, ball 1. This is Noah Medlinger, who is pinch hitting now for Rotundo. Medlinger is a left-handed batter. Weff deals in the pitch, swinging a line drive into center field, base hit. So the first 3 Cardinals in the inning reaching a walk, a home run, and now a base hit. Medlinger with a pinch hit single. Boy, the leadoff walk, my oh my. Sets up that home run. Batter now is Jeremy Rivas. He has walked twice and struck out. First pitch, he shows bunt and takes up high, ball 1. So Weff with his second blown save this year gives up that big 2-run homer to Buschberger here in the ninth inning. Cardinals leading. Rivas, right-handed batter, and the pitch, and he takes in there for a strike. Still nobody out here in the Cardinal ninth inning. Runner at first, 2 runs in. Pitch, swing and a miss. Fastball up at 94. Now the Cardinals had only 4 hits through the first 8 innings. They have 2 hits here in the ninth. Big one, a home run by Buschberger. Pitch, swing, and a foul back. Well, you look ahead to the ninth inning right now. The Drillers are down 3-2. Scheduled hitters for Tulsa in the bottom of the ninth inning: Young, Ramos, and Lewis. Left, the right-hander leans in. Key moment in this inning was the walk, the leadoff walk to Redmond. Next pitch misses inside. He had Redmond down in the count and lost him with a walk. And then the home run by Buschberger. Two balls and 2 strikes. Webb, here he comes, a pitch. He is way outside, ball 3. So the Drillers have Jake Pilarski now, right-hander, getting loose in the bullpen. 3 balls and 2 strikes now to Rivas. And the runner goes. The pitch is a swing and a foul back. Now the Drillers took a 2-1 lead, scoring a run on a wild pitch in the 8th inning. The Cardinals have answered. Here's Pilarski in the Drillers bullpen in right field. The Cardinals have answered with a 2-run homer by Jacob Buschberger here in the 9th inning. Now pickoff throw and diving back the runner. So the count holds at 3-2 now to Jeremy Rivas, the shortstop. Now time is called out on the field. Not sure who made the call. Three and 2 the count to Rivas. Webb gets his sign from the catcher, Lockwood Powell. And the right-hander's pitch is way inside. He hit him. Hit him with an 84-mile-per-hour pitch. And 4th consecutive batter to reach in the inning for the Cardinals against Webb. Now the Cardinals now will have the leadoff batter, Brian Torres, coming to the plate. Keep an eye on that Drillers dugout. Here comes Henny. Yeah, this is really the first time this year that Webb has really struggled in relief. And the call goes out to Jake Pilarski in the bullpen. So Webb, he faces 4 batters and surrenders 2 hits. There was a walk, a hit batter, and one of the hits a home run. So 2 runs, both runs earned, and he is still responsible for the runners at first and second. So Pilarski, the new pitcher. He's the 6th pitcher tonight for the Drillers. Drillers tonight had Rosario start, went 4 1/3 innings. Gave up 1 run on 3 hits. He had 4 walks, 8 strikeouts, and then Ben Harris with a successful inning of relief work. No runs, no hits, a walk, 2 strikeouts. Also, Michael Hobbs, inning and a third. No hits, no runs, no walks, 3 strikeouts. Edgardo Enriquez pitched a scoreless inning with 1 hit. And then Webb in the 9th inning. And now Pilarski in the 9th inning. Pilarski, who is coming back from a long stint on the injured list. His last outing was Thursday at Frisco. He pitched a 1 inning, gave up a run on 2 hits, a walk and a strikeout. But since returning from the IL, he's had 5 outings and he's pitched pretty well. He's given up over 5 innings, just the 1 run on 4 hits, 5 walks and 3 strikeouts. So Pilarski going through his warm-up tosses here. Again, the Drillers due up in the ninth inning, the bottom of the ninth inning. They will have Young, Ramos, and Lewis. If anybody reaches, Alin would bat. Right now, the Drillers are down 3-2, but the Cardinals have 2 on with nobody out, and 2 runs in here in the ninth inning. Torres at the plate now. He is 1 for 4 with a base hit. Drillers looking for a bunt, pinching it on the corners, and the pitch is low outside, ball 1. Pilarski, the right-hander, working slowly here. Comes set. And the 1-0. And a bunt out in front of the plate, picked up by Pilarski. His throw is to first, and just in time. Boy, he threw a bullet to first. And he gets Torres. Sacrifice bunt, moves runners to second and third. Boy, only a strong throw from Pilarski prevented that from being a base hit. Sack bunt. It goes 1-3 the put out. Only the first out of the inning. The batter is Nathan Church. Pitching coach Ryan Denick is coming out now for a conversation on the mound. It's turned into a long night of baseball here, especially for a low-scoring ball game, 3-2. And let's see, our ball game is going on 3 hours now. Going into a third hour, coming up here quickly. Meeting on the mound between the entire infield. Now it breaks up. Nathan Church has walked twice tonight, infield single, and he's lined out to third. You know, the Cardinals started tonight with a 1.5 lead over the Drillers for first place in the North Division second half race. They're trying to pull one out of the fire here in Tulsa. Infield is pulled in for the Drillers. All 4 infielders on the edge of the grass. Church is a left-handed batter here. And the pitch, swing, and he lines one into right field. That's a base hit. In to score is Medlinger, and being held now at third is Rivas. And the Cardinals now take a 4-2 lead. That run will be charged to Weff. Church drives in his 53rd RBI of the year. So Pilarski gives up the base hit. Again, that run will be charged to Weff. That's his 3rd earned run in the inning. Here is Matt Lloyd, the DH. First pitch is low outside, ball 1. 4-2 lead now for the Cardinals in the top of the 9th inning. And they're looking for more. They've got runners on the corners with 1 out. Pilarski, here he comes, a pitch, swing, and a pop foul back out of play. Yeah, the Drillers this year have shown a penchant for coming back, so they still have one more go of it in the 9th inning coming up. 1-1 to count the pitch. That is outside, ball 2. Game 3 of this series coming up here tomorrow night, 7 o'clock first pitch. Gates of the ballpark open at 6. And tomorrow night, the Drillers will be the Noodlers. 2-1 to count. Pilarski, here he comes, a pitch. And that is up high, ball 3. Driller pitchers tonight showing 13 strikeouts, but they have also walked 6. Too many walks. 3-1 pitch, a swing and a ball hit in the air to center field deep. Ramos racing back, still going back near the warning track, and he makes the catch over the shoulder. Tagging and scoring from third is Rivas. Nice catch there by Ramos. Sacrifice fly by Lloyd, and it's now a 5-2 lead for the Cardinals. Boy, Ramos had to go a long way for that one. Straightaway center. Get a second look on Valley Live. Look like a hanging slider, and Ramos going back and makes the catch on the warning track. Cardinals now with 4 runs in the 9th inning, leading 5-2. Runner at first base, 2 outs. Here is Crooks. Now a pickoff throw, the runner back. So now we can close the books on Weff. He gives up 4 earned runs in the 9th inning. Did not record an out. Runner goes to second, pitches up high, throw to second base, and safe. Close play. Strong throw by Lockwood Powell. Another sweep tag attempt by Freeland. Stolen base for Church is his 20th of the year, making it his 21st. He's got 2 steals tonight. Want to know the count now to the batter, Jimmy Crooks. Crooks is 1 for 3 with a walk. Pitch clock violation now against Pilarski. It's been a tough 9th inning for the Driller pitchers. Two 2-0 the count now to the batter, Crooks. Next pitch, swing and a foul back. Cardinals have 5 runs on 7 hits. The Drillers 2 runs on 7 hits. The Cardinals with the game's only error. It's a 2-1. Swing and a ground ball towards second base. Fielded by Fernandez, and he throws to first for the out to end the inning. But the Cardinals roll a 4. And the Drillers now coming to bat in the bottom of the 9th inning. They trail this one to Springfield 5-2. All right, Drillers coming to bat here in the bottom of the 9th inning after the Cardinals score 4 runs in the top of the 9th inning to take the lead 5-2. Drillers here in the 9th inning. They will have coming up Young, Ramos, and Lewis. And they're now facing a new pitcher. This is Swanson. Swanson, a big right-hander, 6'5", 235 pounds. First pitch is a swing and a foul at the plate by Taylor Young. Had to do a triple take at these stats here. Swanson is 16 of 16 in save opportunities. 16 for 16 in save opportunities. Taylor Young tonight, he's batting 6th in the order. And he has walked, grounded to third, and flied to right 0 for 2. Drillers are down 5-2 in the bottom of the 9th inning after leading 2-1 after 8 innings. Here's the 0-1, and that is in there for a strike. So the count now 0-2 to Taylor Young, leading off the Tulsa 9th inning. Next pitch is a breaking ball that tips low. Both teams with 7 hits. But the Cardinals got the big 2-run homer by Jacob Buschberger in the 9th inning. Next pitch is a swing and a bouncing ball towards third. Buschberger charges, quick throw to first, 1 out. So Young retired, 5-3 the put out. Drillers now will have Jose Ramos coming up. Ramos tonight is he is having a really nice night. 3 for 3, a double, 2 singles, a run driven in. First pitch is outside, ball 1. I feel like I need to look at those stats again to make sure I'm not seeing 16 of 16 in save opportunities. Next pitch is a swing and a foul to plate. Swanson, let's see, yep, 16 saves and 16 save opportunities. That's pretty amazing. 1-1 to count to Ramos. Pitch misses inside. Swanson, this is his 39th outing. 39th outing. He is 3-3 his record with a 2.89 ERA. 46 2/3 innings pitched, 50 hits surrendered, 21 walks, and 44 strikeouts. Next pitch is a swing and a miss. That one came in at 95 to Ramos. Ramos waiting from the right side. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch is a swing and a ball hit in the air towards left center field. Going back on as the center fielder and waiting for it and making the catch is the center fielder Torres, and the Drillers now down to their last out. Here comes Brandon Lewis. Brandon tonight is 0 for 2 with a sac bunt. He had a sac bunt back in the 7th inning. So the Drillers down to their last out. And the pitch is a swing and a miss. That one came in blazing at 95. If Lewis can reach, Aline is next. Next pitch, breaking ball misses outside. Lewis, right-handed batter, trying to keep the Drillers' hopes alive here with 2 outs, nobody on base, 9th inning. Pitch, swing, and a foul to plate, and the count now 1-2. The Cardinals trying to even up this series at a game apiece with 4 games to go. These 2 teams will battle here through Sunday afternoon. 1-2 the count. And the pitch is a swing and a ball chopped up the third baseline. That is a foul ball. Lewis was taking no chances, racing up the first baseline, a foul ball. Now the Cardinals with 4 runs in the 9th inning, taking the lead from the Drillers, 5-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Brandon Lewis. And the pitch is a swing and a ground ball back up the middle into center field, a base hit. So Lewis says, no, not me. Drillers now with their 8th hit of the ball game, and Lewis with his 1st. And the batter now is going to be Bubba Aline. Well, if Aline can keep it going, you've got the top of the order and Freeland waiting on deck. Aline tonight is 0 for 3. He's batting 9th in the order. Batting from the left side, and the pitch is low inside, ball 1. Drillers down to their last out here in the 9th inning. With 2 outs, they're down 5-2. Tying run, potential tying run is in the on deck circle. Swanson deals a pitch, swinging a ball driven to center. Back on it is the center fielder Torres, and he makes the catch to end the ball game. And the Tulsa Drillers lose to the Springfield Cardinals by a final score of 5-2. Let's give you the totals here. Cardinals with a nice come-from-behind win in the 9th inning. See, the Drillers had a 2-1 lead, but could not hold on to it in the 9th inning. Cardinals win it. Final score of 5-2. The Cardinals with 5 runs, 7 hits, 1 error, and 8 runners left on base. The Drillers had 2 runs, 8 hits, no errors, and the Drillers left 7 base runners. Yeah, the winning pitcher tonight was Ralston. Ralston gave up the go-ahead run to the Drillers in the 8th inning, but gets the win. He's now 4-1, and Lucas Weff gets the loss for the Drillers in relief. He's now 3-1 on the season, and Swanson records his 17th save of the year. He is 17 of 17 in save opportunities for the Springfield Cardinals. Home runs in the ball game. There was just the one. It was a big one. A 2-run homer by Jacob Buschberger of the Cardinals in the 9th inning. It flipped a 2-1 lead for the Drillers to a 3-2 lead for the Cardinals. That was a game-winning home run, his 6th of the year. Now with this loss now, the Drillers fall to 49-48, 28-24 at home, 21-24 on the road. Springfield now improves to 55-43. They are now 29-17 on the road, 26-26 at home. Time of the game was 3 hours. 3 hours right on the button. And we'll pass along tonight's attendance in the postgame show. Drillers fall by a final score of 5-2. Dennis Higgins and Vinus C2 for the Drillers postgame show coming up next.